Want to sound more like a native speaker, or at least more in charge of your language skills, more in control? I've got a great tip for you. Welcome back, guys, to another Thursday, and this time it's not going to be a vlog as much as it's going to be a vocabulary lesson. This week we're going to talk about how to sound more native-like or more in control by using phrasal verbs. Right, so yes, you should use some slang here and there every now and again, and maybe slip in some advanced words occasionally, but in the convo, phrasal verbs make a lot of difference. They take your English from here to here. So let me show you how. Here are some examples. So the word happen is used a lot in English, yeah? But instead of happen, maybe you could consider spicing it up a little bit and using go down or come about. These are two phrasal verbs that mean happen. So first, for go down, this one is a bit informal and it talks about how things are happening generally. So you can say, I don't know what's going on in the city, but I don't care. Yeah, this usage of go down is a bit American, so come about, on the other hand, is a bit more formal and it means something happened or is happening for a reason. So, for example, the idea for this project came about during a casual chit-chat I was having with some of my colleagues. This means that this chit-chat was the reason this idea came up. Here, instead of happen, I used two different phrasal verbs. Another phrasal verb that you can use very often is mull over. Instead of think hard, you can mull something over. So I thought that I was in a pickle and that this predicament was impossible to circumvent, but I mulled it over and came up with a solution. Also, notice how I slipped in some advanced level words like predicament and circumvent. So circumvent means to get around a problem or work your way around a problem, and predicament means a really tough situation. Other synonyms for think hard also include turn over, chew on, or think through. Time to crank things up a bit, eh? So the next one comes from golf. You know when the caddy sets up the ball to be struck? This is called teeing up. Teeing up the ball. So when you tee someone up or you tee something up, you prepare it or you prepare the conditions for it to happen or succeed. For example, he teed up the presentation for his team. So now that basically means that he prepared a meticulous, a really well laid out presentation for the team members to pull it off, to pull off a great one. They just can't, they can't miss it, it can't go amiss. Also it should be. Another example used frequently in football is the playmaker teed the striker up for the goal. So that basically means that the playmaker passed a beautiful and a really accurate pass that now the striker finds himself or herself in front of the net and ready to net that ball to just, it can't go awry, can't go south. If it does, that would be a serious slip up, so it should go right from there. And last but not least, instead of finish, you can say wrap up. So I'm wrapping this video up by showing you the phrasal verbs that we had today, to go over them once more, and maybe asking you to share your knowledge. Maybe if you know of any other brilliant phrasal verbs that you use on a day-to-day basis, not necessarily on a day-to-day basis, but brilliant nonetheless, be sure to share them down in the comment section. If you have any remarks, any questions, or any suggestions, you're also welcome to leave them down in the comment section. And that will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, have a good one.